What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is an unboxing and review of the NERF Accustrike Elite Accustrike ACCUTROOPER. So they've released, once again, our good old Alpha Trooper in a new paint scheme and under a new series, the Accustrike line. So that's pretty cool, and they've added one more really awesome feature to this blaster, a barrel attachment point. So that's really cool and something the Alpha Trooper has not had previous. Now they've added that, but I've already noticed that they did not go to the trouble to remove Alpha Trooper from the side plate here. It still says actually Alpha Trooper CS12 on it, so that's really strange. They did replace that on the Stratahawk. So as you can see, Stratahawk was replaced. They took the Rapid Strike off and put Stratahawk on. If you're interested in this review, check the link above, but they did it on this one, but not on this one. So a little lazy there, but I'll give them a break. This paint scheme looks pretty darn awesome, and for whatever reason, Walmart sure did take their time getting this to me. This was supposed to be released over a month ago, but I guess it's now here and people are getting their hands on them, so they should be in Walmart soon, if not now. So check them out. Let's crack this thing open. Blaster free. Really cool new stock free. And 25 round drum free. And there's our 25 Accustrike darts. Alright, you guys, so there's the ACCUTROOPER. Looks awesome. Although no one that picks this blaster up is probably going to know that's what the name of it is, because it still says Alpha Trooper, which is hilarious to me. But this thing looks pretty awesome. Has a pretty slick gear up style, Accustrike style paint scheme, and has an awesome new stock that I am super pumped about. That is very comfortable, very nice, and reminds me a ton of the Lightning Storm stock. So this is a nice length and is obviously going to be very firm and sturdy. NERF really has not come out with a stock like this except for in that Super Soaker line. So that's really cool that they finally are giving us a stock that's a nice length and stable. Now obviously you can get similar stocks from Worker, but it's nice that you can get NERF branded ones also, and this is very streamlined to the blaster with that black stripe there, and I think that's really nice. Also, you're going to get a 25 round drum, and on this version of the 25 round drum, unlike the Stratahawk, they've actually painted the logo, so that's pretty darn cool. You get your 25 Accustrike darts, which is awesome because those things are not cheap, so that's pretty cool, and those are my dart of choice made right now, so really like those. Let's go ahead and throw on a barrel attachment because we can do that. Now this does not come with one, but it gives you that option, so that's pretty darn cool. So if you want to put your Modulus Chrono barrel on there, you can do that, and now you can chronograph your Alpha Trooper, which is awesome, and do it in a very affordable fashion with this Chrono barrel, which is probably the best attachment that NERF has ever made. So that's really cool, and why not? We'll go ahead and turn this thing on and see if we can get a reading. 58.5, 62.7, 62.7, I don't think that one read, 60 FPS. So we'll go and test this on the actual chronograph that I've spent a lot of money on outside in a minute, but those numbers aren't great, but that's about what Alpha Trooper normally gets. It's not up there in that 70 range normally because you have a lot of that faux barrel there that you have to go through, so that's going to hurt FPS obviously a little bit, and then it even has to go through the Chrono barrel itself, so if it rattles around in there at all, it's going to possibly lower FPS. So we'll go ahead and pull that off, and we'll throw on actually the barrel that came with the Stratahawk. Now what I've noticed is this is a super tight fit barrel, so I'm curious if they've done that on purpose because it doesn't have that locking nub in there, but it's nice that it's that tight as long as all of them fit, but this one seems to, the Chrono barrel seems to fit, so that's pretty cool. So it is really cool that they allowed us to put barrel attachments on this blaster now, but I'm curious why they did that, considering this is in the AccuStrike line, and most of those blasters until the Stratahawk and this one did not even have any barrel to them, let alone a barrel attachment. And now we have things that look like they're more fitting into the Modulus line in the AccuStrike line. Now, I don't really care that much. AccuStrike darts are what makes the blaster accurate, but obviously the more barreling material you have to go through, the less accurate and the less FPS you're going to get. But the paint scheme is awesome, and the only way you're getting this paint scheme right now is in the AccuStrike line. So I'm not going to really complain too much. I just think it's a weird choice. Nevertheless, this blaster is a great springer, a great entry springer, a great HVZ springer. I think it's one of my favorite springers, if not my favorite stock springer. So I think that's really cool. And now they've given you a actual stock that's usable, but all this is the best packaged Alpha Trooper yet, in my opinion. So the Alpha Trooper just has a very nice grip, a very nice prime, and now it comes with a 25 round magazine, so very nice capacity, and it's just a very ergonomic blaster. Alright, let's go over the features of the blaster real quick. We have obviously a stock and barrel attachment now, which is awesome. We have a nice foregrip, which is also how you prime the blaster. So you pull this back to pull the breech back, and that will then allow you to load a magazine, and that also primes the blaster. And then you pull the breech forward, and that allows you to be able to fire. So now you can fire, and you're good to go. Pretty simple, very nice priming feature, and probably my favorite blaster in terms of how it primes stock. So I think that's really, really cool. Obviously you have your mag release right here, but you can not release your magazine unless you pull back on that, and then you can pull this, which is on both sides, which is really nice, and that will allow you to release your magazine. And then you can pull forward, and this does have an air restrictor, so it's not going to damage the blaster to dry fire, so you can pull your trigger and dry fire your blaster. You do not want to leave it primed, and sometimes these things even come primed. Mine did not, but I've known them to come primed, and that is really silly, because if you keep it primed, it'll wear down your spring and your blaster will not shoot as hard. Up top we have an N-Strike tactical rail, which is really cool, so you can put scopes up there or whatever you choose. You have a sling point on the bottom of the grip here. You also have a sling point now on the back of the stock, which is pretty darn cool. Grip is super comfortable, really nice grip to it, and obviously your priming grip, in my opinion, is very comfortable as well. There is also a sling point, I guess, up here, but I would not recommend using that because you don't want that moving back and forth while you're priming your blaster. That would get in the way and not be great, in my opinion. Also, you do have a jam clearing door, but you cannot open this unless, again, this is primed back, and then you can open that up and close it. So that's basically all you need to know to be able to use your blaster. Let's go outside, put it over the chronograph in the range, and see what kind of performance this is getting. Alright, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and put some shots with the Alpha Trooper AccuTrooper over the chronograph and see what kind of performance it's getting. We will go ahead and start with actually some elite darts. I've thrown some elite darts in there, and then move on to the AccuStrike darts. So let's see how she does. 85, that's really good. 52, interesting. 49. Tubular 49, that's really low. That seems strange. 86, so we're kind of all over the place. 63. Error. That was the first AccuStrike dart. We'll try again. 60. 63. Error. 61. One more. 64. So with those AccuStrike darts, we were getting, you know, low to mid 60s, which I think is about right. The elite darts were kind of all over the place, which is pretty typical with them. You know, they're less accurate to begin with, so they're going to rattle around more. So if they hit the inside of the barrel, then you're going to get those 49s, and if they don't, then you're going to get those 80s. So we'll go ahead and check out those ranges. Shortest elite dart at 22, that one kind of dove down. We have a good array of AccuStrike darts right here. The shortest one just a little past 27, a bulk right at 28, and the longest two here, one just past 29 and one at like 30.5 feet. And then we have a few more elite darts. Obviously they're going to fly a little further as they're lighter. One there about 31 feet, one here just short of 33, about 32.5. This one just past 33, one a little past 34 there, and the longest one of the day at 37. So let's go back inside and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, I think the AccuTrooper or Alpha Trooper is back and performing on par with all other models, so it's not really an upgrade performance-wise, which was nice to see from the Stratohawk, which did seem to gain a slight boost in performance. This one unfortunately has not, but basically all it would need to get a little more power is a spring replacement and you should be good to go. But the added features of this really awesome stock and the fact you can add barrel attachments and a sweet 25 round drum make this probably the best package that you can buy the Alpha Trooper in, especially right now, which you really can't buy the original Elite Alpha Trooper. Now I know there was an N-Strike Alpha Trooper before that, but I'm talking about just the Elite ones. You can't buy that anymore. You can still buy the one from Kohl's, although it's super expensive unless you get it on sale. And really the only thing usable in that package is the blaster, as it comes with two 6 clips, which I don't really find very practical, and a stock that's basically unusable. So this is awesome. It is for sale at Walmart and Walmart.com. There is a link in the description to where you can purchase this. It is around $40, maybe a little less. I'm sure you can find it on sale, but pretty sweet blaster, a very good blaster. If you do not own a Nerf blaster, this is a great one to start out. I love it. Smash that like button. Please subscribe, and as always, peace out.